Mumbai is famous for two things: the locals which never stop and the people who are always late. Well, this week we've really outdone ourselves because we've not just missed some party or that friend's baby shower you didn't care about. Some of us have missed our chance at democracy. Now, the BMC elections are finally upon us. January 15th is the date, and the nominations for those elections shut on December 30th, 2025. And some people, important candidates from big parties, have missed this deadline. Now, this is not some casual school exam deadline where your professor is going to give you some grace period. It is an election for one of the largest municipal corporations in the world, and it would behoove you to be on time. Hey, perhaps 10 minutes early. Here's an idea: instead of trying to reach at 5 p.m. on the dot when it shuts at 5 p.m., reach at 4:50 p.m. I know you've done a great job with all the road work so far, so you thought you'll reach there quickly, but I guess that was not the case. I guess these candidates, in some way, are the most Mumbaikars of all. I think we should just give them the seat as a thank you for embodying the late spirit of Mumbai in such a clear fashion that cannot be ever denied. Now, it's all fun and games to joke about this, but the truth is, in some of these situations, it really shows how casually these people treat our city. When you really care about something, you are early for it. And yes, fine, be late to your friend's baby shower, but don't be late to your job, or you will be fired. And on that note, I'm actually happy to say that it doesn't seem to be the case that they've been able to cut the corners. The ECI, or the election commission that is in charge of this, has put their foot down and their names are not on the ballot. And I actually hope they stay off the ballot. Because yes, while right now there is this idea that, oh my God, it's not going to be a fair election because some people are left out. Okay, fine. 30 years later, or whenever they have the next BMC elections, maybe people will be on time. Now, I would love to sit and bash these prospective candidates and say it's all their fault, but the truth is, as always, never quite so simple. Some candidates will not be on the list when you expected them to for slightly shadier reasons, if one may say so. So yes, not every candidate who is not on this list when they should have been was there because they overslept. Some were there because their parties actually made it so difficult for them to be there. In some cases intentionally, in some cases with some sort of manipulative idea, which I guess in the end backfired. So how does this work? Well, to submit a nomination, you need to submit an AB form. An AB form is an official document from a party that allows a person to say, hey, yes, I am a candidate from that party. And in this BMC election, several parties have been delaying giving out AB forms to their prospective candidates. Maybe they are oversleeping, but in some other situations, they are actually doing this deliberately. It's sometimes a bit of power play. There's a lot of things that go on. There's a lot of last minute alliances that get formed, defections, rebellions within a party. And by withholding this form very close to the chest right up until the last minute, which means that if this person catches 1-2 bad traffic lights, they're going to miss the deadline. They certainly won't have time to defect to another party. That's the type of dice they are rolling because of how dirty politics has become. And who is the loser in all of this? Not the person who missed the candidature. It's you and it's me who don't get to vote for people who could be good candidates. In some cases, things have gotten even messier than this. In some cases, candidates have said that people at the election commission have rejected their forms in a kind of shady way. Easy to say, I know, but the truth is, in all of these cases, because it is a matter of democracy, we should be given clear, exact reasons as to why each candidate is rejected. On a positive note, the Maharashtra State Election Commission has actually asked the BMC for a report on exactly what happened. Now, they've made it clear that yes, the returning officers are supposed to reject nominations that are wrong in any way, even if it's a small technical error. But truthfully, if it happens too much, that's when they start investigating, and this time it seems to have happened too much. So we should be pretty clued in. Let's not brush this under the rug if they realize that, okay, fine, we have to let these candidates back on. Why would they try to be kept off in the first place? And let's also make sure that if some candidates were late because they didn't care about this job enough, let's keep them off. That's how you send a message. So finally, after all that negativity surrounding what I think is ultimately a positive story, I would like to bring us back to the happy part of it, where we are going to get to vote. Maybe it's not for everyone we could have voted for. maybe you don't get the candidate you thought would stand. Maybe they are not there because of their own reasons, because they were late and you're like, maybe I shouldn't vote for this person anyways. But maybe they aren't there because, they were politically pushed out, and that is very unfair. Does that mean we don't vote? Absolutely not. In fact, it means we vote even more. We show that we can show up. And once those numbers start rising, people are going to campaign. I'm still shocked that people from my ward, people who are standing, have not somehow got a WhatsApp message out to me. Because I know my number's out there. I get calls from every life insurance or health insurance or car insurance company you can imagine. Why is the corporator who lives in my constituency not able to figure out that I'm a potential voter and get in touch with me? Yes, now I'm researching it on my own, I'm going to do it, but there are a lot of people who maybe don't have the time for that. Young kids who will not even know that they can vote for someone right now. So, hey, here's a message out to all the prospective candidates. There are a bunch of people in South Mumbai, millions of people in South Mumbai, who do not know that they can vote for you, who are going to be confused when election day comes because they don't even know the date. They're going to be walking around, hey, why is there a crowd here? Is there a fight on the road? No, man, there's an election going on. So this is an appeal to corporators or potential corporators, candidates. Reach out, figure out a way to get in touch with the number of people I know who don't know there's an election. And yes, we're a small minority here in South Bombay, but we are the only people who can vote for you. And that is the beauty of these elections. We and our votes will actually count. We are neglected from state and national politics. They don't care about our votes there. We are outnumbered. And that's why they say that, there's a lot of pandering towards different groups. No one panders to us. Our votes don't matter. Here they do. Let's make them count.